Hello everybody. So today we are going to start doing problem from nuclear physics. So let's take first problem. Consider the radioactive transformation A to B, B to C with decay constants lambda A and lambda B for elements A and B. C is a stable element. Assume that at T equals to 0, Na equals to N0, Nb equals to 0 and Nc equals to 0, where Na, Nb and Nc are the number of atoms of A, B, C respectively. Show that at any time, later time t, the number of atoms Nb of element B will be Nb of t equals to N0 lambda A upon lambda B minus lambda A e raised to minus lambda A t minus e raised to minus lambda bt. Sketch qualitatively the variation of Na, Nb and Nc with time on three separate plots. Now if you will look at the first A part, this is nothing but law of successive disintegration. So a parent element A, it decays to B. It emits alpha, beta or gamma radiations and it decays to B. And if this element B, it is again unstable, then it will also emit alpha, beta, gamma radiations and it will give another element C. So this process will continue unless and until stable element is formed. So this is nothing but law of successive disintegration. Here we are considering that C is a stable element. So A decays to B, B decays to a stable element C. So this chain stopped here as C is stable element. Okay, so let's start. So this question was asked in JAM Physics 2009. So here what is given? Element atom A decays to B, it decays to C. C is a stable radioactive nucleus. Now here decay constant of A is lambda A and decay constant of B is lambda B. Okay, now we know that rate of reaction dN by dt, it is equals to rate of production minus rate of decay. So for dNA upon dt, so for nucleus A, for element A, what we have, rate of production, it is 0. So initially when we are considering this element A, this element is already there. It started decaying. So there is no rate of production, but there is only rate of decay. So rate of production is 0 minus rate of decay is lambda A Na. Similarly, dNb upon dt. Now element A decays to B and so there is a rate of production of B. So that rate of production of B, it is equals to rate of decay of A. जितना A decay होगा उतना B produce होगा. So what we can write is lambda A N A, rate of decay of A, it is equals to rate of production of B, lambda A N A minus lambda B N B. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, and dNc upon dt, it is equals to, now A decays to form B, so B is forming and then B started decaying also so as to form element C. So there is rate of production of C which is equals to rate of decay of B. But C is stable element, so it will not decay. So rate of decay for C, it is 0. Okay. So we have dNA upon dt equals to lambda A Na. This is your radioactive equation. So if you solve it, you know that you get Na equals to N0 e raised to minus lambda t. Right? You just have to simply integrate this. If you want, let's solve this also. So how we will get this from this? Integrate equation dna upon dt equals to integration of lambda a na. So integration of dna upon na, I'll shift this na to this side, it is equals to lambda a dt. Integration of dna upon na is equals to log na, this is equals to lambda a t plus c. So at t equals to 0, we know that na equals to n0. So if we will substitute this here, log of n0 equals to lambda, this will be 0, c. So what we are getting, c equals to log n0. We will substitute this value of c in this equation. So I will get log na equals to log is equals to lambda at plus log of n0. So log of na upon n0. Log a minus log b. I will shift this log n0 to this side. Log a minus log b equals to log a by b equals to lambda a t. Or what I can get, dna upon dt equals to minus lambda na. Huh? So this is minus, this is minus, this is minus. So I will get this as minus. So this is minus. So na upon n0 is equals to e raised to, taking antilog of both sides. So I can write na equals to n0 e raised to minus lambda at. This equation is law of disintegration. So you should know this. Okay, so there is no need to solve all this, but you should know this. Na equals to n0 e raised to minus. So whenever you have equation of this kind, you will get the solution, this one. Okay, so remember this. This is law of disintegration, which we have done. Okay, now from equation 2, what we have, equation 2 dnb upon dt, it is equals to lambda a na minus lambda b nb. This is our equation 2. Now what we will do, we will substitute the value of na. So I will get dnb upon dt, it is equals to plus, I will shift this lambda b nb this side, plus lambda b nb, it is equals to lambda a, and I will substitute the value of na. Na is n0 e raised to minus lambda a t. Okay, so I'm getting this. Now, so what actually is the equation? dnb upon dt plus lambda a nb, it is equals to lambda a n0 e raised to minus lambda at. This is the first order differential equation of the type dy by dx equals to px equals to q. So here p is lambda a and q is n0 e raised to minus lambda at. So now when we have to find out integration of such kind of equation, what we do, we find out the integrating factor. So integrating factor, it is it is equals to integration of e raised to integration of p dx is equals to e raised to integration of value of p is lambda b. See here, p is lambda a, sorry. So I will get e raised to integration, here it is lambda b, sorry, this is lambda b. So lambda b dt, we are differentiating with respect to t. So e raised to lambda b dt is equals to e raised to integration of lambda b dt, it will be lambda b constant, it is taken outside, and integration of dt t. So I will get integrating factor equals to e raised to integration of lambda bt. Now solution of such kind of equation is given by y multiplied by integrating factor. It is equals to integration of q into integrating factor plus c. So what is y here? Y is nothing but nb. So nb multiplied by e raised to lambda b t, that is the integrating factor, equals to q. Q is lambda a n0 e raised to minus lambda at. This is the value of q multiplied by integrating factor e raised to lambda bt plus c. So e raised to lambda bt, I can divide by e raised to lambda by lambda bt to both sides. So I will get nb equals to lambda a n0 e raised to minus lambda at plus c e raised to, I will divide by e raised to lambda bt to this term also. So it will go up and it will become minus. So e raised to minus lambda bt. Now this is integration of, right? So first we have to find out integration actually. So e raised to lambda bt nb, it is equals to integration of lambda a n0, ये constant है, so that will remain as it is. Integration of what we have to do, e raised to minus, I can write this as lambda b minus lambda a into t plus c. So lambda a n0, integration of this will be e raised to lambda b minus lambda a into t upon lambda b minus lambda a plus c. Or I can write as dividing whole thing by e raised to lambda bt. This is nothing but e raised to lambda bt minus into e raised to minus lambda at. E raised to a minus b. It can be written as e raised to a, e raised to minus b. That way we will write this. So what we will get, nb e raised to lambda bt, it is equals to lambda a n0 e raised to lambda bt e raised to minus lambda at upon lambda b minus lambda a plus c. So this e raised to lambda bt we will cancel. nb equals to lambda a n0 e raised to minus lambda at upon lambda b minus lambda a plus c e raised to minus lambda bt. As I divided, I can shift it up and it will become minus. So that is what I am getting. Now we know that at t equals to 0, nb equals to 0. Initially B atom was not formed. Initially only A was there. Okay. So I can write at t equals to 0, nb equals to 0. So this is 0. So e raised to 0 will be 1. So I will get this lambda a n0 upon lambda b minus lambda a plus c e raised to 0 will be 1. So I will get c into 1, that is c. So I'm getting c, it is equals to minus lambda a n0 upon lambda b minus lambda a. So I can substitute this value of c again in this equation. So I will get nb equals to lambda a n0 e raised to minus lambda at upon lambda b minus lambda a plus minus, this is minus. So minus lambda a n0 upon lambda b minus lambda a e raised to minus lambda bt. So that is what I am getting. This is the final equation which I am getting. So what I can take lambda a n0 common upon lambda b minus lambda a. So what I will get, nb of t, it is equals to lambda a n0 upon lambda b minus lambda A e raised to minus lambda AT minus e raised to minus lambda BT. This is the equation which we wanted to prove. So hence proved. Now in the second part, what they have given, sketch qualitatively the variation of Na, Nb and Nc with time on 3 separate graphs. Now see, what we want to plot is, this is time and this is your N. Okay, so we are considering Na. What happens to Na? So A atom is already there and it starts decaying. So the graph will be like this because there is exponential decay with time. So the graph for Na will be like this. Now in case of Nb, what happens to Nb? Nb is not there initially. It starts forming. So when A atom decays, B starts forming, and once it is formed, it starts decaying. Okay, so this is Nb. And what happens? See, A starts decaying, so B starts forming and then decaying, and when B starts decaying, C starts forming. So C is a stable element, so it doesn't form decaying, only there is a formation of C. So there is only formation of C. So this is the way we can represent 3 curves. Okay, thank you.